So welcome back to Orchid House. I'm Olivier in Fort Lauderdale, and today I wanted to tell you how I take care of Mormodes. That's basically one of the 4 main genera inside the Catasetum alliance, and below the video I will post a link to the care, because they have the same life cycle: dormancy, growth, new growth. That's when you repot them, and then you see they're all wet, so they got water this morning. This girl is very fancy. And then they bloom. Actually they bloom later than the Catasetums. These guys usually only bloom once a year typically, and usually on leafless bulbs. So this one is an exception. You see it still has all its leaves, and it's blooming anyway. This one on the other hand is already leafless. All these bulbs are bare, so which is more typical. It's a little early, it's only mid-November. Typically they bloom later in the season, but everything Cycnoki, Cycnodes this year have bloomed very early for me. So if you look at that video, Catasetums, it's basically the same care. There's a few differences besides the fact that they only bloom once and late in the season on leafless bulbs. The biggest one I would say is that these guys are extremely rot prone, and so that's why I grow them all in tree fern fiber. And unlike Catasetums, which during the growing season is wet at all times, I don't know if you can see that there, yeah, so this is all tree fern fiber. These guys, I let them dry out every single time, but then they get soaked. They get a good soaking every time I water them. But that's the way to really get a good result. I mean, this one actually is not as plump as most of my other ones, but it's still good. And this one, you can tell the new bulb here is really nice and plump, so that's what you want. These are 2 hybrids, which I recommend if you're new to Mormodes, because they are a little bit less rot prone and they are easier to take care of. One of the big advantages of Mormodes is how saturated their colors are. I mean, you can tell it's really fancy, beautiful. And I would say, unless you're really into them and then you start being very good at them, I would stay away from the species at first. It's really complicated. And another difference with the Catasetums during dormancy, I don't water them at all as long as they are nice and plump. These Mormodes, no matter how plump they are going into dormancy, they tend to use up some of that, too much of that water reserve. And so if you see that they are deflated too much, soak them overnight. I mean, once during the winter should be good enough. If not, well, maybe once a month, but no more. And so that's another difference with the Catasetums. But overall, same life cycle. These flowers are a little extravagant, not to everybody's taste. I think they are really fancy, and these colors are something else. So this is like a very nice gold amber, and this is a coral flower, and you see their lips, very fancy as well. And then before I let you go, I showed you the Coryanthes panamensis a couple of months ago, I believe. And this is already the 3rd time it blooms. It's a young plant, and now I have 3 flowers. And I mean, the petals and sepals, they are really shot within hours, but this is now 36 hours, and that lip is still very good. And I think the color is absolutely spectacular. It's even more obvious when you have these things open. And it has a fantastic pineapple fragrance, very fresh, extremely pleasant. And you see, it's not a big plant. It has, I think, by now tripled in size since I bought it in January. So it's really amazing. These guys need to be wet at all times. They are very, very thirsty, and you need a lot of fertilizing. So that's it. I mean, maybe somewhat acquired taste in terms of shapes, flower shapes, but that's what the orchid world gives you. An enormous variety of colors, shapes, fragrances. I mean, it's fascinating. So thank you very much for tuning in. You have the sun straight in my face. It's Sunday, so I wish you a happy Sunday, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.